Hello, everyone. My name is Trees, and this is me getting up on my soapbox to talk about the real shit. Um, I've always wanted to help people, and I feel that maybe getting some stuff off of my chest about my life will help some other people. A lot of people relate to things that other people go through, and sometimes you just need to hear from somebody else first, or you need to hear what somebody else is going through to validate, you know, the shit that's happening in your life, okay? I mean, like, let's be real. Let's be real. Um, so yeah, I first want to start with a trigger warning because this is a very triggering topic of conversation. Um, but yeah, I want to just get it off my chest that I did not think I would be alive today. And that's a very big thing when it comes to how I view my life right now. Um, when I made it to 16, I thought that was the last year, if any year, I would be alive. Um, I didn't even plan to make it to 16. I struggled so much with depression and bullying and things going through my head and wanting to just not even understanding everything that was going on in my life, but wanting to take myself out. I couldn't do it. When I got to 18, I really didn't think I would make it to 18. But when I got to 18, I kind of was like, damn, do I have to go to college now? Like, is this what I gotta do? Like, I gotta go into the workforce. Like, I gotta find something to do. Damn. Um, can't just live at my parents' house. That's what I'm doing now. I mean, I'm not just living here like I got a job and shit like that. But, I was like, okay, what's the next step? Um, and I didn't know what the next step was for me. I knew I really enjoyed physics in high school. So, mechanical engineering, like aerospace, I was just on that track. So, got into that. My freshman year of college, I was extremely depressed. Couldn't even do my hair. I kept wearing this little puff ball, bro. It's to the point I got so sick of it. Put some twist in my hair, and then I was like, fuck it. We getting locks. Had to get the locks because I was too depressed to do my hair. And look, we're not gonna talk too much about that one. Um, but yeah, meeting people in college, was hard as well. Didn't really find my clique. Found one person that ended up being like my person for a moment, and then we broke up. But she's a good person. No, no, nothing against her. I love her. Um, yeah. After my first year in college, had to take a year off because there was no housing at my school. And I was like, damn, we back at the house. I don't want to be at the house. I didn't want to be at the house because I hated living at home, hated living in Michigan, had to go to the HBCUs in the South because, I was like, I got to get out of here. I don't want to be where everybody else I went to elementary and middle school and high school with who bullied me as being, where they are. I don't want to be around that. Um, I wanted to forge my own path, and that's what I'm still trying to do, trying to forge my own path. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to do what I want to do. I want to do what's going to make me happy, what I know I'm going to enjoy, what I know I want to retire off of. Just something that will bring me immense happiness. That's what I want to be at the end of the day, happy. Because for so long in my life, I have just been depressed and miserable and wanting to end my life, and that's not okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Shit. I mean, I'm in therapy and everything like that, but you don't talk about stuff like this with your friends. I mean, unless y'all are like on a spectrum like that where y'all talking about mental health, but realistically, none. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't have any friends like that I talk to my mental health about. Like maybe one friend, and then it's like, girl, you good? Yeah, I'm good. You good? Yeah, I'm good. And that's it. Okay. But yeah, we get to the second year of college, after a year off. That one was a little bit better, I wasn't as depressed. Still a little depressed, though not wanting to end my life. But then we make it to 21. 21 is the first year where I'm like, okay, I want to be here. This is something, not something I want to do. Oh my goodness, living is something I want to do. Yes, living is something I want to do, okay? First of all, living is something that you should want to do. If living is not something that you want to do, I understand. I have been there for so long in my life, but you have to figure out what it is for you that's keeping you here. For me, it took a lot of searching. What is it that's keeping me here? And for a long time, it was a relationship. It was a relationship keeping me here. Like really, really somebody else. And that's not okay. But it was getting me through. It was getting me through. Um, Now what's keeping me here is wanting to have an improved quality of life, wanting to attempt to live out something fruitful and enjoy something I've never done before, like traveling or, you know, well, I have to get the money by working, but we don't talk about that, right? We don't talk about that one. Um, I don't know. It took a lot of therapy. I will say that it took a lot of therapy to find out why do I want to stay here, and a lot of shadow work and just getting through what had me stuck in my depression for so long, which was a lot of family issues, bullying, trauma from things like that, sexual assaults, molestation, like that shit. Nobody ever told me how much that shit would affect me. Nobody ever told me how much that shit would affect me. And now I'm sitting here going back through all of these memories as a child, family things, and it's like, how did we get here? Not only like why did that stuff happen, but like how did I get to this point where I'm a fine human being? Like I'm just living. All of these memories are just still in my brain, and I'm just cool. That shit had me fucked up. It had me fucked up. And going back through it, it does bring up a lot of trauma, a lot of emotions, a lot of hurt. But it's like the brain is really amazing because a lot of that stuff I had blocked off for so long I couldn't even remember through high school. I don't even know how I made it through the majority of high school. So much stuff happened to me in high school, and I had to block it off through my brain. Like I remember crying spells, being laid out on the floor, bawling. Mind you, I have bipolar one. I'm now diagnosed with bipolar one. But like looking back at that shit, somebody should have sent me to a fucking mental health hospital, like on some real shit. Like I've been to one before, and I didn't like I lie. I did not tell them what was going on. Like I did not admit that I needed help. And I regret that, honestly. I do, because I feel like I could have got the help I needed way before, and I had been in therapy. And I've been in therapy like every fucking week in high school because I was being bullied and then having shit going on and then not knowing what the fuck to do about it. So I gotta talk to somebody, but I can't talk to my parents, and I gotta talk to some random white lady that I don't even feel comfortable telling my feelings to. And nothing on the race, but like, there's just some stuff that I can't relate to her about, or I couldn't relate to her about. Now I have a black therapist, and I've had two black therapists now, and it's been like I've been able to progress so much, so much. On that note, find a therapist that you're comfortable with. I do recommend therapy, but the work is on you. But yeah, I'm gonna have to just keep rambling because I can't even circle back to the topics I was talking about. I don't remember. I think that was mostly what I had to say. I mean, I want to do a podcast. I want to talk about like feeling lost. Excuse me, feeling lost in your 20s and like the struggles with friendships. Oh my goodness. Finding friends outside of, finding friends outside of school, if you meet people online, if you meet people outside, if you've even been to school. I mean, cuz I don't know about the people that's just like graduated and started working, or graduated and did whatever you started doing. But how did y'all make friends, bro? Like, I just know, like, going to college, that shit was hard. I got some like acquaintances from that shit. Like, I got mutuals on Instagram. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it was even like somebody I did shout out like different journaling prompts with, but it was just like, I don't know. I feel like, is it me? Like, is it am I lacking something that is like, the friendship right here, and it's and it's like we right here, we this close to the friendship, but something missing. That's like every person I try to be friends with, we end up getting this close to the friendship, but it's like dead ass, like something missing. Like, I can't, not like I can't vibe with you on some level, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like when I look for friends, I look for people that are like-minded. I feel like I look for people that are very similar to me. And maybe that's bad. Maybe I'm looking for people who are too similar to me. Maybe maybe I need some people who are a little bit more of a variety. Okay? Um, but no, like, genuinely, when I used to go into looking for friends, I used to be like, okay, I know I like this. I know I don't like this. I won't tolerate this. And then it's like, I meet people, and then I give them like one chance. Like, you do this, you slip up, you do this, you get it's snip. I can't help it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I need some more. I need some more patience, definitely. But maybe y'all can help me out with what's missing with. Maybe I'm some social skills or something. Not too much. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. And that's another thing. I did not like, I had friends in middle school, but when it came to like doing things, I was not able to go. Like, I'm always at the house watching my sisters, bro. Like, yeah, babysitter, bro. Why you got me as the babysitter? Uh, that's something I hated growing up. That's something I just recently escaped. I still got to pick up my sister from school. Still got to pick up my sister from school. But it's like, not too much on that one, because I mean, she got to get picked up. Mm-mm. And get into it. The parentification of the older sibling, okay? The older sister, especially. Older sister, especially. Bro, why am I the mini mama? I think that's all I have for today. Oh my goodness. I just kind of wanted to, I don't know if anybody can relate for real though. Like, please let me know. Um, I know I'm not the only one out here that did not think that they would still be alive today, and we chilling. And if y'all want me to talk more about this, let me know. But that's all I got. Let me hop down off of my little soapbox. This has been Trees. It's me signing off.